Fundamentally, design is about creating futures for actual real-life people. This introduction is a collaborative effort between 3 Masters of Architecture professional researchers. Due to our common foundation in architectural approaches, each researcher's dissertation has been split into 2 volumes. Volume 1 is written collaboratively, focusing on the contextual and theoretical backgrounds that are common across all 3 dissertations. Volume 2 is written individually by each researcher, focusing on their specific theme and design proposal. Since 2019, we have been a part of the Unifor Urban Citizenship within the Department of Architecture. This unit is made up of students and staff in Bokenda, as well as identified community members that are integral to the unit's success. The unit is used as a platform for civic engagement and participatory development within disadvantaged communities. This is done in an effort to gain real-world understanding and result in community upliftment. Linked to the unit is the Mamelodi Community of Learning Collaborative. This resulted in our investigation being situated in Mamelodi East, Pretoria, with a focus on Tsako Thabo Secondary School. As a part of the Unit for Urban Citizenship, we investigated the spatial consequences of the architectural discipline on the educational ecosystem. Our common methodologies as a part of the Unit for Urban Citizenship involved both participatory processes and the development of the Ukudoba method. This helped in understanding our context from a real-world perspective. Through our projects, there were many challenges that appeared in our way, but instead of being disheartened, we remained proactive and focused on our end goal, developing platforms and ways of engaging the end user under any given circumstance. The challenges did not knock us down, but rather encouraged us to think out of the box.
It was Nelson Mandela who declared that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The educational ecosystem has a large focus on the education sector of a community, which allows us to understand the interrelationships within that environment. It is recognized as a nodal point that connects people to each other in order to address societal challenges. Within a well-functioning ecosystems, schools have the opportunity to work together to improve the current curriculum and create a more engaged learning environment. As a part of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals for 2030, education is a priority for the development of better lives and social sustainability, and is key to addressing the world's poverty cycle. Schools are integral in the support they provide to learners and communities. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic resulted in the temporary closure of schools across the majority of the world. In South Africa, this exposed issues in many underprivileged school areas relating from mental health to inequality. A revised curriculum resulted in STEM to produce higher quality critical thinkers. STEAM includes the addition of the arts, expanding the learner's thinking from critical to empathetic. The traditional standardization of education needs to be revised to develop creative and practical thinking. Engaging and uncovering the social interrelations that make up a community can help achieve this. We have to ask ourselves, what is the relevance or contribution of our discipline to educational ecosystem discourse from an architectural standpoint? Spatial constructs affect a child's ability to learn, yet the design consideration given to these learning environments are significantly underdeveloped. Linking like-minded changemakers contributes to transforming the system as a whole. By linking architecture and education, an educational ecosystem is created, allowing shared resources among schools, which results in flexibility, social cohesion, and saving of funds. Hertzberger says that in order to contribute towards a well-functioning educational ecosystem, new, more stimulating spatial conditions and forms need to be considered.
In Mamelodi East, the UP campus acts as an anchor institution, playing an important role in the upliftment of the surrounding community, socially, academically, and economically. Collaboratives were formed between the Mamelodi campus and Rutgers University in Newark to uplift each community respectively. In the MCLC, key partners within the Mamelodi educational ecosystem have been identified for engagement. One of these partners is the principal of Tsako Thabo Secondary School. The Department of Architecture and the UUC is influential in the MCLC, investigating and identifying smaller nodes that can potentially contribute to the upliftment of the community. The MCLC is also involved in a community engagement course called JCP. This project makes provision for university-funded community service projects to be completed by undergraduate students. Tsako Thabo has benefited from JCP, adding to the richness of our research. The MCLC provided the direction towards Mamelodi East as our context for investigation. The UUC has been involved in Mamelodi since 2017, but our personal engagement began in Feb 2019. In our honours year of 2019, the following themes were thoroughly unpacked. This data has largely informed our dissertations and future projects. Through the MCLC, Tsako Thabo provided a platform to observe, investigate, and explore the current educational ecosystem within Mamelodi East, focusing on high school learners within the school and selected external participants based on our individual themes. This school has been used as a case study within our dissertations to understand and test the solutions through our proposed design interventions. These proposals contribute to addressing similar social issues in other schools within the area, not just limited to Tsako Thabo.
The Unit for Urban Citizenship is one of 3 research fields within the department. Urban citizenship values diversity and aims at encouraging citizen participation throughout the design process. The approach to our research was through the interpretive paradigm, with a focus on participatory action research. This has allowed for analysis and critical reflection to happen simultaneously. Through our engagement with Mamelodi East, qualitative research was conducted through fieldwork observations, interviews, and engaged conversations. This research contributes to existing within the human social environments, resulting in trends existing or patterns that can be analyzed. Parallel to field data collection, we simultaneously analyze literature and case studies. All the data collected help develop a deeper understanding and discover insights relevant to our research problem. This type of research is only based on a sample of people within the area and does not represent all extents of the issues uncovered. Hamdi, along with other key theorists advocating for co-design processes, have impacted our positioning as researchers, which emphasizes engagement and participatory involvement of key stakeholders and end users throughout the design process. We have engaged in numerous methods of co-design throughout our experience. We acknowledge that every participant holds tacit knowledge integral to effective and efficient design decision-making. Their involvement transfers the power of decision-making from design practitioners to the end user. In doing so, co-design allows citizens to take ownership and control of their environments. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, our co-design methods adjusted to digital engagement for collaboration during these design stages. This adaptation spoke to the resilience of the co-design discourse. This method challenges the architectural discourse by focusing more on the real-world social aspects. Co-design encourages designers to act as spatial agents and to look beyond comfortable contexts. As a result of the continual engagements in Mamelodi East, layers of data have accumulated due to the students' continuous efforts to contribute to the existing data collection and to inform a richer design response. However, this stagnant method of data storage led to the need to change the format and method in which we capture this intangible qualitative data in order to assist further researchers.
As active participants in the Unit for Urban Citizenship, we consider ourselves to be urban citizens who identify as being proactive for change, challenging rules and constraints, and are intentional about our involvement. It is important for us that we continue to rewrite our own professional code of conduct as we are exposed to the values attached to participatory action methods. Our contribution to the establishment of the Unit for Urban Citizenship is the hope that we have created a foundation for future like-minded students. The unit has encouraged us to challenge authorship of architecture in the design process and prioritize the participatory action research approach. Our ambition is to encourage others to start thinking and designing by acting as spatial agents who effect change through the empowering of others. Our dissertations unpack alternative ways of doing architecture. Through this, we hope to create recognition within our discipline of the participatory design approach to create a foundation going forward. Ultimately, our research collectively aims at emphasizing architecture's role and capacity in contributing towards social inclusion and transformative action.